Greetings, Scrumcademy cadets. I hope this video is finding you absolutely amazing. Here at Scrumcademy, in this episode, we're going to do something a little bit different today. It is the fourth quarter of the year 2023. If you're here in the United States, this will be Thanksgiving month. Publicly traded companies are giving their earnings report. But this time of year, I actually look at my giving report. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to wait to Thanksgiving to tell somebody thank you. You do realize you don't have to wait to Christmas to get somebody a gift. While there may be some people looking forward to the holidays, on the other side, there's somebody not looking forward to the holidays. I had a dear friend of mine call me last night with some bad news. She called and informed me that her nephew had took his life at the age of 20-something years old. How are you with your mental state? There's a lot going on in the world, and we don't know if there's something that we could say and or do to impact another human being on this planet. So I want you to consider, as you go on through your daily life today, this month, over the next 2 months, that you take a moment and say something to another human being. Call somebody that you've been thinking about on your heart. I just called to say hello. I just called to say I'm thinking about you. I just called to say hello. I don't want nothing. What? That could be the difference in them living another day on this planet. Just your word. For some people, that's all it takes. Because while some people are looking at this season to be jolly, receiving gifts, giving gifts, for others, it's going to be a very traumatic time. So open your mind to make sure that you consider those folks as you go on through this season of giving. Now at Scrumcademy, I'm going to give you our giving report today. As this is the time of year I reflect back on the giving that I've done. I set my goals in December of last year, and I'm looking to see am I on track of accomplishing my goals that I'd set before the year even started. Yes, no, maybe. And since we're in the fourth quarter, I'm going to make sure I give it all I can give to finish off this year accomplishing my goals, specifically giving goals. What are your giving goals? The topic I want to talk about today is I want to give you 3 reasons as to why I am giving you the Scrum game. Number 1, so that you can make an impact on your team. Number 2, so that you can make an impact on your family and your community. And number 3, so that you can make an impact on the world. So while you marinate on that, while you think on that, please take a moment and we'll be right back to unpack those 3 items. Your team, your family and community, the world. I'll see you back in a bit. Welcome back. Impact, to me, is the greatest thing that you can do. But what kind of impact are you making? We all are making an impact on the world. The question is it good or is it bad? But you are making an impact. You are making an impact. Now let's talk about the first point as to why I am giving you the Scrum game. The ultimate goal for me is borderless impact. Worldwide, global impact. There's a lot of people out there that wants a better life. There's a lot of people out there that wants better for their family, better for the communities, better for the worlds. Just don't have the resources to do it as of yet. The Scrum game is a vehicle in which you can use to help you get to that destination on your level, whatever that looks like for you. So let's start out with the first point, so that you can make an impact on your team. Why is that important? That's important because when you get on the Scrum team, you're going to have to keep up in your skills to make sure you stay on the Scrum team. Yeah, you just don't get a certification, get a job, and that's it. No, you're going to have to keep growing your skills, keep learning and doing what you need to do to be effective on the team so that you can remain employed. And let's go to point number 2. So that you can make an impact on your family and your community. Now, to me, that's vitally important. Taking care of your family. I remember last year I was helping one student in Atlanta. As I was mentoring him, I asked, what are you going to do with all this money once you get converted? Scott, I ain't got converted yet. Oh, you're going to get converted. Get converted. I'm not even worried about it. So we began to have some brainstorming sessions. Here's what he said. He said, Scott, what am I going to do with my money is my mom works 3 jobs. My dad works 2 jobs. And I would love to make enough money just so that I can at least take away 2 of my mother's jobs where she only have to work 1 and can see her more. Whoa. I didn't see that coming. But I said, that's a great goal. And I'm going to do everything I can do to help you do that. First thing we did was help him in his environment, help him get his team up to where it needed to be. Oh, he's still learning, he's still growing, doing legendary things. And about 3 months after that, he called me and said, Scott, guess what? Drum roll. He said, man, my mom's working 1 job now. She's so happy. I said, let me ask you this. She still don't understand what you do, does she? She said, no. I tried to explain it to her, but she don't understand. I said, no worries. But you're doing a beautiful thing. So that's what was important for him, was to remove his mother from working most of her life and not having time to spend at home with him and the rest of the family. Beautiful. What about the community? You probably see some things in your community that you want to fix that you don't like. Well, when you make all this money as a Scrum Master, what are you going to do with it? Hopefully you begin to buy up some properties. Fix up that bad community in your neighborhood that you just, I wish this would happen. I wish that would happen. But go out and make plenty of money. Buy the block. Buy it. Yeah, you could do that. Many Scrum Masters are doing that. So that's point number 2, so that you can make an impact on your family and your community. Before I leave that one, let me make you aware of something else. A lot of the students that I work with, unfortunately, they are part of being the breadwinner of their family. Woo! That's a lot of burden for a young adult. It's a lot of burden that your money is needed for the household to maintain and sustain itself. It's a lot of pressure. Man, as a young adult, you should be enjoying life. So concerned about helping the family pay bills. Get it? I get it. So there's another reason why I give you this game. And finally, so that you can make an impact on the world. While a lot of people are trying to figure out how to make their first $1 million, I'm trying to figure out how can I give away my first $1 million to all the non-for-profits I partner with. My biggest one is Europe organization. Get ready to start another cohort with them in about 2 weeks. I'm going to do my very best to try to still give you 1 video per week. It's going to be difficult, but I'm going to do my best. I made this commitment before I started, so I'm going to do my best to give you at least a nugget of information once per week. That new cohort will be starting in about 2 weeks. We have 3 months to train approximately another 800 students. Little to no experience. They're getting ready to go into their internship. And looking at the data, about 60% of them will be converted. And I want to be right there with them to help them along the way, every single step of the process. Borderless impact. Yeah, I like this organization because it goes in line with what I believe. I'm all about diversity and inclusion. But quite naturally, I will partner up with an organization that's all about bridging the skills and the opportunity gap of all minorities. Yes. But we can do more. I can do more than that. That's just one organization. There's people all over the world who need help. So organizations all over the world need funding. I can do more. We can do more. Now I get to that in a moment. So that you can make an impact on the world. To me, the greatest satisfaction I've ever gotten in my life is from giving, making an impact and giving. I don't care about trophies. I don't care about none of that stuff. There are people a lot. But Scott, where can I find your body of work? And my reply to them, as always, you can find my body of work embodies work. In 2019, billionaire Robert Smith, I think he's the richest African American male in the United States. I don't know about the world. But he was giving a commencement speech at Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia. At the end of his commencement speech, he told all the students he was going to pay their tuition off in full. Now, I didn't hear about this story, probably like you, not until the pandemic. We locked in the house. We can't go anywhere. So I'm looking on the news. This came on the news. I thought it was new news. Come to find out it was old news. He did this in 2019. I didn't hear about it until the pandemic came on the news. Billionaire Mr. Smith pays the graduating class tuition. Now, I remember a lot of my friends, a lot of my family members, community members talking about it. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, he's such a good man. He's this, he's that. But you know what I was doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm sitting there staring at the wall, thinking to myself, damn, I would love to do that. I began to ask my brain, how can I do that? Impact somebody's life on that level, because that's game changing. And after that thought process, I began to think about a rebranding. Scrumcademy came out of that thought process. I said, well, I may not be able to impact on that level, but that's certainly an awful lot more than I can do to impact on my level. Yeah. So I began to change the way I think, change the way I move. So which person are you as you watch that episode? If not, take a look at it. I'm pretty sure it would touch your heart. Oh, that was so beautiful. But my question to you is that all you can say? Is there something that you could do? Maybe not on that level, but certainly there's something we individually can do to contribute to the betterment of somebody else's life on this planet. Indeed. Speaking of what you can do, go to the Scrumcademy webpage. Again, this is all part of what came out of that thought process I had from watching that video and asking myself, what more can I do to impact people across the world? And the thought process was, Scott, maybe it's because you're trying to do everything yourself. Maybe you need to ask for help. So I came up with this idea for a couple of reasons. One, I'm a Scrum Master. I can't really see me doing anything else in my lifetime because the money's so good and the work is so easy. So I said, well, I got to wear some clothes. Well, why don't I just create my own clothing line? So me and my team got together. We put together some super dope stuff for you. Borderless impact is what we're talking about now. I've gotten all of these products and they are amazing, high quality. They are priced to sell. And so we have some cool stuff here for you that you can select what you want. Here's the part about it. That's all nice. But here's the real kicker. Click on this hyperlink and this will actually help you understand the merchandise. It's called the Global Agile Scholars Empowered Through Style campaign. I'm not going to read all this to you. You can check it out on your own if you're interested. But this is the campaign. Here at Scrumcademy, we want to always be thinking about future talent. Because I remember also during the pandemic, Wells Fargo came out and said something to the effect that we would love to hire more minorities, but the skill set, the talent, just not there. So I was thinking about that too when I came up with this idea. How cool will it be to help foster and create an environment where we have a pipeline of Scrum Masters ready to be deployed across the world? That's part of my vision too. Now, for those of you where money may be an obstacle, I'm looking for ways to remove that obstacle, remove that barrier. This is what this campaign is about. For someone who may not have the financial resources to take a class like we offer and become certified as a professional Scrum Master, all the proceeds from your purchase is going to go sponsor some person across the world. There's people all over the world that need help and would like to get some help to help them get to their educational and upskilling goals as well. This is what this campaign is all about. So as you purchasing your super crazy dope gear, just know that you're making a purchase with a purpose, because those proceeds are going to be taken to impact somebody across the world. For those of you who have been watching the podcast since the inception, you can see a pattern going on. What's the pattern? Well, right now I'm talking about complete Scrum investigation and keeping things transparent in Scrum. This is what you do in your first week, your second week, your third week, up to 1 month. I still got plenty to talk about. Please take some time to read about the Global Agile Scholars Empower Through Style program. And if you would like to contribute, you can contribute by purchasing the merch. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Doesn't get any easier than that. If someone was to ask me, which you are, Scott, what is your most favorite on this website? That will be the gallery page, because this is where I showcase all the students that I have trained over the years, specifically for the Year Up non-for-profit organization. So every class, every student is represented on this page over the last few years. But more importantly, a 1-year goal this year for 2023 was to give away $1 million. That was my goal in this graph. Did I obtain it? No, I'm not going to hit it this year, but that's okay. I'm going to be going into 2024 ready to hit that and some. Now, last year in 2022, I donated $500,000 to specifically the Year Up organization. That's just me. So do you think if with your help, I can double that? That should be a no-brainer. That should be like too easy. Exactly. So the number is I need to give away 662 classes to achieve that goal of giving away $1 million. So that is this page. To me, this is the most important page. This is what I'm looking at, or we'll be really focusing on over the next 2 months, looking at all these beautiful faces, knowing their lives have been impacted. I'm looking at this chart, say, hey, I didn't hit this goal this year, but that's okay. I was doing a lot of automation. I was doing a lot of thinking. I was doing a lot of rebranding. But you can best believe come January 1, woo, it is on and about to be popping. 'Tis the season to be giving. Hope you got an awful lot out of this episode. Wanted to do something different and just coming from the heart at Scrumcademy. I think that's vitally important, especially in the times that we're in right now. So much negative going on in the world. Just want to give you something positive. I think I'll be doing this from time to time as a way to let you know what your Scrumcademy is doing. Give me some feedback if you like this. Did you know that your Scrumcademy actually sponsored the Women's Professional Football League? Yeah, we did that this summer. Your Scrumcademy is involved in an awful lot of stuff, bringing awareness to things. Again, it's all about diversity and inclusion and making an impact, a positive impact on the world. It's all because of borderless impact. It's all because of the ultimate vision that I see that we're trying to accomplish. We're trying to impact people all over the world. I'm going to help you. So the 3 reasons I'm giving you the Scrum game is 1, so that you can make an impact on your team and stay employed. 2, so that you can make an impact on your family and your community. Got to take care of your family. Got to make sure they're good. It's hard for you to focus on your work if things at home are not good. And then once you get past that level, and now that you're making all this money, You're investing your money. You're making money in your sleep because you go to work doing your day job. You take that money and you invest it in such a way that when you go to sleep at night, that money is working for you. I want to teach you so much. I got to teach you, but it all starts with, did you read your Scrum guide today? Oh, you thought I forgot, didn't you? No, I ain't forget. No, did you read your Scrum guide today or listen to it? Make sure you do that. Once you know the Scrum guide, I can help you build whatever house you're trying to build, mansion, whatever. But it starts there. So, yes, definitely going to call that out. You already know I'm going to call that out. But hopefully you got a lot out of this episode. I think we'll do this from time to time just to give you an update in terms of things that your Scrumcademy is doing as a way to be transparent. I'm teaching this stuff to you in class to be transparent. Again, this is also things that I apply to my life, to my businesses, and so forth. From time to time, we do these reports. Giving report. How did we do this year? Yeah. Oh my God, I got this super dope merch giving. We impacting some individual's life across the world. Yeah, so from time to time, I give you a report on that. Just again, this is a way to be transparent. Other than that, some more announcements. After this episode, I will get back on CSI. Yeah, complete Scrum investigation. I will get back on that. I think for the month of December, you let me know how you feel about this. But the month of December, that's the month I really sit down and plan down the person who I want to become for the following year. Thinking to do an episode where I invite you into my mind and some of the things I put down on paper in terms of the person whom I want to become for next year and some of the goals and objectives I'm thinking about. Thinking about doing an episode on that in December. So in November, I pretty much will finish out the CSI complete Scrum investigation because I know I have a lot of people starting their Scrum careers or you may have gotten stuck. So I think that's important for me to do right now, finish that. And then in December, I will move into just talking about some financial planning, some things that you might want to think about moving 2024 so that when January 1st comes, if you like me, on January 1, I'm like a kid waking up on Christmas Day. Can't wait to go to the Christmas tree and open up their gifts. I'm like that on January 1 because that's going to be the first day that I begin to execute on the things that I have wrote down of the person that I want to become and the things that I want to do. So I look forward to sharing that with you. In the meantime, be agile, do Scrum, be legendary, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, don't forget to reach out to somebody and let them know that, hey, I'm just thinking about you. I love you. It's all going to be. If somebody who doesn't have any family members around for the holiday, invite them to the party. Invite them to your house. I'm sure they would appreciate that. I love each and every one of you. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.